Why does it seem like the government takes your money faster than it gives it back? If you've ever found yourself frustrated with delayed Social Security payments, or wondered why certain benefits seem to take forever to adjust, you're not alone. In today's video, we're diving into the complexities of Social Security delays, the challenges surrounding cost of living adjustments, COLAs, and why government processes seem to prioritize taking money over returning it. We'll also take a look at the potential impact of the Social Security Fairness Act and how it could affect your benefits. By the end, you'll have a better understanding of these delays and why they happen. Welcome to Financial Area, where we break down the financial topics that matter most. Be sure to like and subscribe for more insightful content. The process behind cost of living adjustments, COLA for Social Security benefits, is more complicated than many people realize. COLA adjustments are meant to keep Social Security payments in line with inflation, ensuring that recipients' purchasing power remains consistent despite rising costs. To calculate these adjustments, the government relies on the Consumer Price Index, CPI, which tracks the price changes of goods and services over time. The CPI data is gathered for the months preceding October each year, and it's used to determine how much the Social Security payments will increase in January. However, this process often feels slow and inefficient. While the CPI data could potentially be available much earlier, the system drags its feet. The timing of the adjustments, based on data that is several months old, creates delays for beneficiaries who rely on these increases to keep up with living expenses. Many people question why the adjustments couldn't be calculated faster, especially since it's clear that the government has the tools and resources to calculate such changes in a more timely manner. After all, if the government is capable of quickly processing other data, why does it take so long to calculate COLA? One could also point out that, when it comes to things like the Social Security Fairness Act, there seems to be even more confusion about timelines. While COLA calculations, despite their delays, are part of an annual system, the Social Security Fairness Act has the potential to change how benefits are distributed for individuals who haven't directly contributed to Social Security. The anticipation for this act has raised questions. Can the government complete the necessary recalculations for fairness as quickly as it does for COLA? Many hope it can, but given the history of slow government processes, there's skepticism around whether it will be implemented efficiently. Viewer comments often echo frustration with this slow pace. One common complaint centers around how long beneficiaries have to wait for adjustments. It's clear that people expect quicker action from a system that handles billions of dollars annually. While adjustments based on the CPI are intended to help, the drawn-out process creates uncertainty and stress for many recipients who feel that the government could do more to expedite these critical calculations. As more viewers share their concerns, the idea that the system could be improved, perhaps through more real-time data processing or faster decision-making, is starting to take hold. The Social Security Fairness Act, still in the process of being discussed and refined, aims to address significant issues in the current system. For many years, there has been a long-standing inequity for individuals who do not qualify for Social Security benefits because they have not worked enough or contributed directly to the system. These individuals, including many spouses and survivors, may not receive the benefits they deserve under the current rules. The Social Security Fairness Act proposes to correct this by allowing those who have not directly contributed to the system, such as non-working spouses or surviving partners of workers, to access benefits based on their partner's contributions. However, one of the biggest challenges with the implementation of the Fairness Act is the timeline. While the adjustments for COLA are recalculated annually, the changes necessary for the Fairness Act are much more complex and widespread. The law would affect millions of individuals who are currently not receiving Social Security benefits, but it would also require a massive overhaul of how the system works, especially in terms of eligibility and calculations. Given the large number of individuals who would be affected, one can understand why this type of reform could take years to fully implement. Many people are hopeful that the government can move quickly to implement the Social Security Fairness Act, especially when comparing it to the relatively quick adjustments made for COLA each year. The assumption is that, Just as the government calculates COLA adjustments using fairly simple data, it could apply the same kind of efficiency to implement the Fairness Act. However, the complexity of the new legislation and the large number of people it would impact likely means that the process will be drawn out. Bureaucratic inefficiency and the sheer volume of changes needed are likely to slow things down significantly. Viewer feedback around this topic often reflects both hope and skepticism. While many people are eager for the government to resolve these issues and speed up the implementation of the Fairness Act, others express doubts about the government's ability to act quickly on such a large-scale reform. It's not hard to see why there's skepticism. If it takes so long to calculate COLA adjustments for Social Security every year, how could the government quickly apply a sweeping policy change like the Fairness Act? The public's frustration with these delays often stems from their experiences with other government systems that have been slow to deliver, creating a sense that real change is always just out of reach. One of the most misunderstood aspects of Social Security benefits is eligibility. Many people assume that you can only qualify for benefits if you've directly contributed to the system through years of payroll taxes, but that's not the full picture. There are several ways in which individuals can qualify for Social Security benefits, even if they haven't personally paid into the system. For instance, spousal benefits allow individuals to receive benefits based on their spouse's work history. If someone's spouse has paid into Social Security for a sufficient number of years, the non-working spouse can still receive a portion of those benefits when they reach retirement age. Similarly, survivor benefits offer another avenue for those who haven't worked enough to qualify on their own. If a spouse or parent who has contributed to Social Security passes away, the surviving spouse or children may be eligible for survivor benefits. These benefits are calculated based on the deceased person's earnings, meaning that even those who haven't worked themselves can receive support based on their partner's contributions. This aspect of Social Security is often overlooked, but it plays a critical role in providing for families and ensuring that people who haven't directly contributed can still receive the benefits they need. Despite these provisions, there is still a common misconception that only workers who have directly contributed to Social Security are eligible for benefits. This misunderstanding often leads to confusion, especially for those who believe they are ineligible because they haven't worked enough. It's important to highlight these alternative routes to benefits so that people fully understand their entitlements, especially if they are in situations where they may not have paid into Social Security directly. For example, a stay-at-home parent who hasn't had a paid job for years might think they have no right to Social Security benefits. In reality, they may be able to claim benefits based on their spouse's work record. Similarly, a widow or widower who has lost a partner may be unaware that they are entitled to survivor benefits, even if they haven't worked themselves. This often results in individuals missing out on benefits that could significantly improve their financial security in retirement. Many of the questions we receive in the comments reflect this confusion, as viewers try to figure out if they are truly eligible or how to navigate the complex system. Addressing these questions and clearing up misconceptions can help ensure that more people understand their rights within the Social Security system and take advantage of the benefits available to them.